All right, boys and girls, here is a story today about some beautiful fairies, some really ugly monsters called trolls, and some handsome knights on white horses riding to save the fairies. So, a long time ago, in a beautiful meadow, it was just lovely grass and flowers as far as you could see. There lived beautiful fairies, and each fairy lived inside the flower. And at nighttime, they would curl up inside their flower and sleep. And in the daytime, the flower would open up, and the fairies would fly around, and they just had so much fun. They were flying around the meadow. Well, their father, the king fairy, told them, always make sure that you stay close to home. Never ever go too far, because you will get tired and you won't be able to come back home. And the fairies just flew around all day long, and they loved it. They had so much fun. Now, on the forest lived a bunch of mean trolls, and these trolls hated the fairies. They hated them because the trolls couldn't fly, and they were really jealous, and they wanted to grab the fairies and tear their wings off. And so every chance they got, they would chase the fairies, and they would try to rip their wings off if they caught them. But the fairies just flew away, laughing, because the trolls couldn't fly, and the fairies flew away. Well, one day, the fairies flew too far, and the sun started going down, and they were too far away from home. And so they flew, but their wings drooped, and they went lower and lower to the ground, and slower. And the trolls saw them, and they said, here's our chance to catch those fairies. And so they ran after the trolls, or they ran after the fairies, and they were going to grab them, and they were going to catch them and tear their wings off. When suddenly, out of the forest, on white horses, came the lovely princes and the knights, and they were riding their horses, and they got their swords out, and they got the trolls, and they chased the trolls away with their swords. Rah, 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 rah. And the trolls ran away, really scared. Ah! And so the fairies thanked the knights and the princes for their lovely work, and they flew slowly away home, and they promised their father, the king fairy, never to go too far again. The end.